What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Behind Show. And in today's video, I will be doing a 7-round mock draft, continuing my series of doing a 7-round mock draft for each NFL team. I literally just got finished, doing one of the Tennessee Titans, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So today will be one of the Los Angeles Rams. I'm trying to get these done before free agency starts, and there's started to be a decent amount of moves happening. Like I said, I literally just done 3 live on YouTube, so make sure to go check that out. And so we'll go ahead and get started here with the Los Angeles Rams 7-round mock draft. The Rams do not have a first-round pick. They do not have a first-round pick in forever. And with the this one was due to the Jalen Ramsey trade, but the one who's in the future would be due to the Matthew Stafford trade. So like I said, don't have first and second round. They take Dylan Radunz, the tackle from North Dakota State. I really like this pick here. I know it might be, I don't know if it's considered a reach or not. Something else to look at. All of these 7-round mock drafts for each NFL team I do are from ProFootballNetwork.com. These are from a mock draft simulator. This is not necessarily players who I believe may fall or maybe a reach at some of these picks. But Dylan Radunz from North Dakota State. Andrew Whitworth is a really good tackle. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He was actually, despite his age, he was one of the better tackles this past season in the NFL. We know him being a free agent this year, and I even if the Rams decide to re-sign him, I still think they're going to draft an offensive tackle early. I wouldn't be opposed, if the Rams, end up signing Andrew Whitworth. I think it'd be kind of maybe smart, so into a 1-year deal, then he'll retire, and then you can have Dylan Radunz, Whitworth can kind of be his mentor type of deal. And he can learn a lot from Whitworth because, Whitworth is going to be a future Hall of Famer. And so it'll be really interesting to see what the Rams do in the second round, like I said, because they do not have a first-round pick. So they have also something else. They do have compensatory picks on here, but they have not officially been released. So I believe these 2 picks they have here in the third round are compensatory picks. So with their first third-round pick, I have them taking Kenny Yeboah, I don't know if I pronounced it right, the tight end from Ole Miss. Gerald Everett is a free agent, and I do not believe they will probably re-sign him. And he's pretty intriguing tight end. I know maybe a bit of a reach. I wouldn't be opposed or against, if they drafted Quentin Morris in the later rounds. I like Quentin Morris a lot too. But I think Yeboah could be good with the Rams offense there, drafting him in the third. So with their other third-round pick, I love this pick. This might be one of my favorite ones. And if you've seen my mock draft videos before, one of my favorite draft prospects is Jaelon Darden, the wide receiver of North Texas. 19 receiving touchdowns in just 9 games. You watch his film, he reminds me a lot of Tyreek Hill. Catches the ball, you don't know what he's going to do. He's a small school prospect, similar to Tyreek Hill. He's really under the radar prospect, but at the same time, I've seen some where he can go in the third, some he can go in the sixth. I think he'll probably end up in the fourth, and whoever gets him is going to get a really good wide receiver. And I know the Rams already have a really underrated wide receiver group, with Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. I think that's one of the more underrated, wide receiver duos in the NFL. But who knows, what they do. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams would maybe end up signing Kenny Golladay or Marvin Jones Jr. because, Matthew Stafford already has chemistry with those wide receivers. But if they don't, I would really like to see Jaelon Darden go to the Rams because I think he would be spectacular with Sean McVay and the Rams offense. So in the fourth round here, they need center. They could use some offensive line help. So in the fourth round, I had them taking center from Kentucky, Drake Jackson. I think this is a really nice pick here. Drake Jackson is one of the best players available, and it's a team that they have yet to address in this mock draft. And I think he may go in and start within a year or so for the Rams. It'll be a really nice pick. Him and Dylan Radunz. You're starting to get your offensive line younger, which is pretty good because Matthew Stafford's not going to play forever. So whoever his quarterback, whoever plays after Stafford in a few years, he'll have these type of offensive linemen who are really good. I believe, blocking for them. But I really like Drake Jackson there in the fourth round, the center of Kentucky. They do not have a fifth-round pick. With their sixth-round pick, they select Riley Cole, the linebacker from South Alabama University. The past 2 seasons, Riley Cole is averaging over 100 tackles a year. I think he's kind of more of a depth pick. I think he's one of those type of players. In the 6th round, it's not like you're using a top player. It's not like you're using a top pick for him. And I think his potential to be pretty decent for the Rams. And like I said, it's kind of more of a depth pick there. But I like Riley Cole quite a bit from South Alabama in the 6th round. And they have one final pick here in the 7th round. I have them taking edge rusher from Tulane, Patrick Johnson. It seems like every single mock draft video I do, I have at least one team taking an edge rusher because, this edge rusher class is just so loaded. And Patrick Johnson's intriguing because I've seen some, mock drafts where he's going in the 4th and some go in the 7th. So they can maybe get him here. This is kind of a player you just can't pass up on the 7th round. I think it'll be a really nice pick by the Los Angeles Rams. That was kind of the Rams 7th-round mock draft. They don't really have a ton of picks. They only have, I believe, 6 picks. So we'll go 6, 7 picks. So we'll go to these picks one more time here. In the 2nd round, they don't have a 1st-round pick due to the Jalen Ramsey trade. But in the 2nd round, they take Dylan Vidance, the offensive tackle from North Dakota State. In the 3rd round, they take Kenny Yeboah, the tight end from Ole Miss. Also in the 3rd round, they take Jaylon Darden, the wide receiver from North Texas University. In the 4th round, they take center Drake Jackson from Kentucky. They do not have a 5th-round pick, so in the 6th round, they take Riley Cole, the linebacker from South Alabama. In the 7th round, in the last pick of the draft, they take Patrick Johnson, the edge rusher of Tulane. If you like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time on the Sports 200 Show.